Hi boys and girls, today we're going to make a portrait inspired by the artist Pablo Picasso. Picasso was a Cubist and Surrealist painter and artist. Cubism is when you try to portray things from all angles possible. And when you are a Surrealist artist, you draw things unrealistically. So you would use maybe unrealistic colors and shapes to portray different things. The game we're going to play as we draw our Picasso portrait is called Roll-A-Picasso. So if you have a die at home, that's one die, a pair would be dice. You would take that and you would roll to see what type of head, ears, and eyes and nose your portrait is going to have. You could take a die from a board game you might have at home. You are going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, a black marker or Sharpie marker, and whatever coloring supplies you want to use. You are also going to need the Roll-A-Picasso worksheet. I will put the link in the description of this video. Okay, let's get started. Your first roll is going to be the roll for the head. So you're going to roll your die, and whatever the number lands on, that's the shape you're going to draw for the head. If you choose to draw with pencil first and later outline in Sharpie or black marker, that is fine. But if you want to be daring and confident in your artwork, you could just use a Sharpie to draw your entire picture. You don't have to draw with pencil at first if you don't want to. Now it's time for the second roll, which is going to be for the first eye. So roll your die, see what it lands on, and go ahead and draw that eye. Now for the second eye, you're going to do the same thing. Roll your die and see what it lands on. If you happen to land on the same eye, but you don't want to use the same design, you can roll again or choose whatever eye you want. Now it's time for the fourth roll. Go ahead and roll your die and see what design you get for the nose. You're going to continue rolling your die until you've drawn all the facial features of your portrait. So there are no hair designs on that Roll-A-Picasso, so it's up to you to choose whatever designs you want to use for your hair on your portrait. You can make your portrait have wavy hair, swirly hair, zigzag hair, long hair, short hair, whatever type of hair you want. You did your drawing in pencil, now would be the time to trace. But if you traced, you can go ahead and start coloring. You can use unrealistic colors for this portrait. Because Picasso was a surrealist artist, he drew and colored things unrealistically. Remember, use colors that you want to use. You do not have to follow along with the colors that I use in my portrait. One thing I noticed while coloring is that I forgot to draw my neck and shoulders. So for your neck, draw 2 vertical lines down, a curved line connecting, and then 2 diagonal lines, one from each corner of the neck to make the shoulders. As you can see in the portrait I drew, I used some marker to accent some areas of my drawing. You can accent some of those areas of your artwork and really make them stand out by either using the same color that you colored in that area with, or you could use a different color to accent and outline those areas to really make them stand out. make your portrait a little bit more interesting, definitely think about creating a background design. It could be as simple as some colored stripes, vertical or horizontal, in the background. You could use straight lines, wavy lines, zigzag lines, whatever you choose. But think about creating a simple design in your background. I hope you have fun making your Roll-A-Picasso portraits today. Always remember to be creative and don't worry if you make a mistake. See you next time.